Hello there, I am Val Wanyoike and you are watching the best art club show in East Africa, and I hope you guys have been okay. It's been a busy week, everything has been everywhere, things have been going on, but I hope you've been okay. And you can catch us up on our social medias at GBS TV, and you can also text us on our line that is at 21144. We have an amazing guest today that is beautiful. She's such an amazing model. Maybe you know her, maybe you don't, but I'm guessing you do know her. She will introduce herself and catch us after the break.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, guys. You are watching the best and only art club show in East Africa. Again, I told you we are welcomed and we are joined in studio by our beautiful, beautiful guest for today. I will allow her to introduce herself.
Hey guys, my name is Ojiro and I'm so excited to be here today.
I just want to first thank Jean for being here. It's such a pleasure to have you. Art Club is so happy to have you here, and we have heard about your adventures and all the good things that you've done, so it's a pleasure to have you here.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So you told us your name already. What do you do?
So I am Jean and I'm a professional model and an influencer as well, and a hair, beauty and fashion enthusiast.
That's really beautiful. I can see your hair is looking very beautiful today. You are looking so lovely.
Thank you
and you're so
much.
neat and tidy.
Oh,
I guess all models are supposed to be like that.
Supposed to, yes.
Yeah. So what type of modeling do you do? What genre of modeling do you do? Because I feel like a lot of people, just when you say I am a model, they will think about just one thing, like maybe girls who look pretty or walking on the runway. So maybe you could just tell us a bit about your genre of modeling, the type it is, and what do you do exactly?
Okay, so I major in two types of modeling, and those are commercial and runway. Runway is under fashion, but I do a lot more of commercial modeling. So for someone who does not know what commercial modeling is, that is actual commercials like ads, and print, which is anything that's printed out, such as billboards, posters, anything that's printed out, that's under print. So yes.
That's really exciting, guys. Imagine, I personally have seen Jean in a few billboards around, and just seeing somebody you know and witnessing that is like so phenomenal. So tell us how you feel each time maybe you've worked with a certain company and you found your billboard around. How does that make you feel seeing yourself there?
You know, it's been like 5 years now, and one would think that you get used to it, but personally I don't. Like every time I feel like it's a new experience to me. Each time that I have a shoot, like a big commercial, I never sleep.
Really? Is that exciting?
I'm usually so excited.
Oh my goodness.
I don't sleep, literally. I have like 3, maximum 5 hours of sleep.
Oh my goodness.
It's just so exciting. I don't think I'll ever get used to it, but I'm happy, you know?
And I wanted to ask, by the way, because you've been in the industry for a while. You said 5 years?
Since 2018.
That's a long while. So you should be like very advanced in this world. You should be like more comfortable, I think, more than other people who haven't been exposed to this world. But still, you find it so exciting. So it means it's something that you really love doing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, that I feel like I still get as excited as I was the first time because it's something I love. You know, I feel like the day I stop getting excited, there'll be a problem. Because when you stop getting excited, it's like, whatever, let me just get over with it. But to me, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I want to do this. I really am glad for this.
Every day I get excited afresh.
That's a blessing.
It is.
Because I feel like you love what you do.
So much.
And your work is what you love doing. So it's more easy maybe to like do it and all of that.
Yeah. And I'm very honored that I get to do what I love because not many people get that, you know?
True.
Yeah.
Please tell us, who is your role model? Because you've done so well for yourself, I'd say, in the modeling agency and in the modeling industry. Jean is really big, by the way. Maybe, I don't know. I just feel like she has done a lot and she's a very hardworking model.
Thank you.
So tell us, who inspires you? Who is your role model?
So I don't think I have like one role model in particular, but someone who I always used to watch growing up was Tyra. Like if you have not watched America's Next Top Model, don't talk to me.
True.
And one thing I loved about Tyra, that time I wasn't even into modeling, I was still in school and all that, is that one, she was almost as tall as I am right now. She's 5'10", I'm 5'11". And two, she was not the typical slim girl. She was curvy, you know? So that's what I really loved about her because it showed us that this is possible. A girl like me can make it, you know?
That's beautiful.
So yeah, I don't have one particular role model, but someone I loved and watched growing up was Tyra.
Tyra is a very beautiful woman. I feel like looking up to her is a big thing because she did a lot for black girls in the modeling industry.
And she's black.
And she's black. So that's amazing. That's amazing to know. And I also wanted to add on that question, why is she your role? Okay, why did you choose to mention her as a role model?
Okay, so back to, I think I've mentioned a little bit about that, that she's almost as tall as I am right now. She's curvy and, you know, she had her show. I watched it through and through. So it was just like showing me that this is possible. Yeah.
Okay, so what's your daily motivation? What keeps you going? What makes you wake up even when you have a 4 a.m. shoot to go and, you know, show up for? What keeps you motivated each and every day to do what you love doing?
I'm kidding. Am I though?
It's you know?
Am I though? So I'm not going to lie. Everyone wants to be successful, right?
Yeah.
And you can't be successful by sleeping. So my motivation is that I know I have so much potential. And one thing that I live by is only you are able to change your life. So I can't just be there sleeping, waiting for someone to come and change my life. So I know that I'm the one who needs where I want to be. I'm the one who's able to do everything I want. I'm the one who's able to buy myself a mansion.
True.
So I'm able to do that by waking up and doing the work. You know, nothing comes easy, so you have to just do the work.
And I feel like I respect you a lot because of this drive that you usually have.
Yeah.
You inspire me also, apart from a lot, I feel like a lot of other young girls who also want to be doing what you're doing now also, or get into what you're doing now.
Yeah.
And you're very disciplined. As she said, guys, you cannot just wait for miracles to happen.
There's no
you need to
miracles.
get up and go and get your miracles, you know? You need to get up and go and get your miracles. So we see that we have a very beautiful woman here, but she does not just lie about and wait for things to happen.
Yeah.
She goes and gets her bread. She goes and gets what she believes in. And I feel like that is one of the reasons that a lot of people appreciate you and a lot of people like look up to you. So another question that I have that is in relation to that.
Okay.
What is your, what disciplines you? What keeps you disciplined in this industry, by the way? Because I feel like it's not very restricted, like we would say a doctor's profession, yes? It's not as restricted as, you know, if you don't hurry up, someone is gonna die. But even that,
Wow,
even I'm getting somewhere.
I get where you're getting at.
But having that freedom also comes with a lot of hardships. Do you get that? Like being somewhere where you're given a lot of freedom is very hard because you're the one who needs to make up your time. You're the one who needs to be disciplined. And I feel like being in such a time frame where you can get jobs anytime and your jobs could go even from 4 a.m. to like the latest hour of the night, you know? And it's very different. A doctor's work is specific, but this is, I feel for me, much harder. Because a doctor's work is structured and they know like, I need to read this, I need to read this. But for this, you need to have a lot of discipline to keep going and for people to still view you as the first, as who you came, you know? So what keeps you disciplined?
That's a good question. So what keeps me disciplined? I feel like discipline as well is just something that is within you or is not.
True.
But it is something that you can develop, you know? I just feel like when you know what you want in life, you'll just have to be disciplined. Back to the former statement that I made, that it's up to you, literally. Like if you want to sleep, fine, sleep. But if you don't want to, and you know the things that you want, you know, go to work. And that's what I want. I want to show up. I want to do my best so that anyone who's watching, the clients for that particular job are like, wow, she's doing a good job. We want her back.
True.
So me knowing that I want to always show up as the best self, as my best self, sorry, is just what keeps me disciplined and knowing what I want.
That's really, really motivational, Jean. That's really, really important. So guys, always know what you want and go for what you want. Jean is very inspiring, knowing that you can look at what she does and her work and also see like her progress over the years. So Jean, talking about progress in this modeling industry, do you have things that you felt have been a roadblock or things that have been a bit, you know, skeptical or hard? Did you face any hardships? Or what are actually the things that models face that will be a bit hard so that they could just know, you know, this can happen or it's not going to be that easy. It's not that easy to just be on TV or to be on a billboard. You have to do this. And what are the challenges? Okay,
so this is not even going to be in terms of past tense. It's present tense. I do encounter very, very many challenges up to date. And one of the biggest challenges is that, yes, I am grateful that right now I do get a call from time to time that I have booked a job, but more often than not, you have to go for auditions. So imagine 50 people auditioning for a role that is only going to be filled by one person. Anyone will be nervous about that, you know? And everyone is beautiful, everyone is charming, everyone is well-spoken, and you're live watching your competitors. It's usually almost like torture. You know, and especially when the person who has gone before you is good, because you find that sometimes it's not somewhere secluded, like you're auditioning and everyone else is right there watching you. So there's the pressure, you have to do your best, and you're still anxious, you're nervous, because we're humans, right?
Yeah.
But one thing that always keeps me going is like, will I let my nervousness not allow me to do my best? Because literally every time you do an audition tape, you're selling yourself, you know? The client doesn't know you personally. They have no business knowing you personally. So this 1 minute or less video is all that they need to know whether they'll give you the job or not. So at that point, you have to just close your mind, you shut everyone out, and you do your best. Secondly, you know, it's just tough. It's just a tough industry. Being in an industry where you're judged off of how you look, you know? It's tough.
It's starting there, by the way.
Yeah, like imagine just being judged off of how you look. Like I look like this because of my parents. I have nothing to do with it. So I just started realizing it's not personal, because sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, before people are cast for a certain job, there's a brief. So what a brief is, let's say the client is looking for a role, and how they know they want this person to look like is a lady who's 5 feet, bald-headed, and dark skin. If I don't get that, you can't be mad about it, you know, because they have a specific look they're going for, and sometimes you just don't fit that look. So that's something that I've come to accept more the more time that I'm in the industry, that sometimes you just don't fit the brief, and there's nothing personal. Hujakosea mtu, you know, it's just what is. Sometimes they want a mixed girl, you're not mixed. Sometimes they want someone slimmer. You know, it's just not personal. It's just that we have the brief of how we want the person to look. And sometimes you fit, sometimes you don't. Simple.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's so much information there
Yeah.
to divulge. And I feel like people need to know this.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they feel like they see you a lot and it's like it's easy because, you know, but you do need to work hard at it.
Yeah.
You do need to like go again and again for these auditions.
Oh, yes.
And you will fail not once, not twice, but you need to go again and again. And that's what we are getting from her. We will be back, but remember, you are watching the best art club show in East Africa. We have our amazing guest here. I am enjoying her company so far. And please tune in and we'll be back.
Everywhere, GBS.
And we are back again, guys. You are watching the best art club show in East Africa. And I am joined by my guest, beautiful, beautiful guest here in studio today. Her name is Jean Ojiro. I am so glad to have her, GBS TV, so glad to have her today. And we've been having questions that she's been answering, telling us more about the modeling industry, hardships that are there, things that drive her, you know, guys, just to also enlighten people who want to like go through this path, people who want to achieve the things that she has achieved. So I feel like watching this interview, guys, will be very, very beneficial. And, you know, we need to keep it going. So, Jean, we are finished up where you were telling us about some challenges that you face in the modeling industry.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of information that you gave to us. And also just to tell people that it's not that easy. You should go out and like make it work. You shouldn't wait for miracles to happen. In connection to that, do you feel like there's a lot that you haven't done, or do you feel like you have achieved what you've been wanting to achieve? And also, what are your dreams or aspirations, let's say in the next 5 years?
Oh, okay, so first of all, you stay hyping me up. All the prefixes you're putting before you say Jean, I'm just like, hey.
You know?
So first question you've asked is, do I feel like I've achieved everything? And absolutely not. Personally, I don't know if this is a bit of toxic in the way I think of it, but I don't think one can ever achieve everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's always something more you can do. And also that's back to your former question. That's one more thing that drives me, is that I never sit in success for too long. I'm like, okay, this is done. What's next? What's next? What's next? So absolutely not. I feel like I have not achieved close to everything. And also I've said that I don't feel like you can ever achieve everything. Yeah. And one thing that I would really, really love for me to now feel like I'm getting somewhere is to now really get into the international market. Yeah. Because how can you say that you've accomplished everything and you just model in Kenya?
Yeah,
you know,
haven't
that's a bit shallow-minded if you ask me. So yeah, I feel like one can never accomplish everything. There's always one more thing that you've done. And if you've done everything, I feel like it's even impossible. You can't do everything.
Yeah. I really liked one thing that you said, that you don't wallow in the success. What was that?
Yeah. Whenever I do a job, I'm now, the whole month I will be like, oh my God, I did an ad, so I'm chilling at home. The ad is out, I'm excited for 2 days. On to the next. On to the next audition. Not many people have that drive. Yeah. Because
you will be so transfixed, like at the joy, at everything that's going on. Sometimes even people get lost in it and don't really recover to get up and continue doing what it is that made them great. Yeah. They just feel like, okay, wow,
no, this so good.
Yeah, so they relax, they stop going for auditions.
Exactly. Or the mindset of, now I'm so good, I'll just sit at home and wait for calls. No, I'll still sit at an audition the whole day. Yeah. Like, you have to work for the job. And at many auditions, you meet superstars. I'm not going to name any names. But then it really opens your eyes. Like, if this person can still come, here, who am I, honestly?
It humbles you also.
Yeah.
That's like a really, really important thing that I feel not a lot of people know. And a lot of people think that once you've like made it there, it's easy. Like, everything else will just come. But having that drive every day, like, is what has made you get to the point that you are at. Yeah. And guys, you need to work hard.
Honestly,
like, don't see yourself in one billboard or one commercial and feel like, wow, the world is now here.
No, because even me, I know how I used to perceive people who had done something, you know, because I didn't get my first, second, third. I booked my 4th audition. That was my first successful one. So, you know, when you're at the audition and you're asking people, have you ever done a job? And they're like, yeah, I've done a Safaricom job, I've done a Coca-Cola job. And you're just like, mind blown. Yeah. And right now, when I'm sitting here, I've done like 15, 20 commercials, and it's like, on to the next, you know. It's just something that you feel is not possible. But then once you get there, it's possible. And then I just feel like I'm always hungry for more. Like, okay, I've done this. I want what's next? What's next? What's next?
You really need to have that hunger, by the way, especially in such an industry, because we are told the beautiful ones are not yet born. And that's something that should tell you everything, is that when you have your time and you're shining, shine then. And like, don't wait around for like someone to tell you like, shine brighter. If you are going at it, go hard at it and like live your moment.
Exactly. And one more point on that before we move on is that always, I feel like there's a time for everyone.
Yeah.
So when your time comes, just do as much as you can. I feel like everyone has that time when they're booking all the jobs. It won't always be there, so you have to maximize it. Even as an influencer, which I feel like right now I'm becoming a little bit more of an influencer than I am a model. I've realized I'm booking more influencing jobs that we can maybe brush over if you'd like also.
Yeah.
But then there's just that one time when you'll be so visible, everyone wants to work with you. You have to maximize because it'll be gone. So again, if you just sit in that like, oh my God, you'll have been passed and now you have nothing to show for it.
True, because I feel like right now we are living in this Gen Z generation, and the 20th century is very fast and things keep coming up. Even new faces keep coming up. So if you don't seize your moment and like, you know, show people what you have, it passes quickly and another person comes and takes the spot, and then it continues.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that could also, you should also like, do you feel like people should be scared of that?
Oh yeah. Me, I'm never comfortable.
Yeah.
Man. You have to be scared. Like, why are you comfortable? Unless it's your parents who own this industry.
True.
Because also, I'm lucky that I'm majorly a commercial model. And back to what commercial is that it tries to depict day-to-day life. So you'll find a normal-looking person, normal sizes, all ages, because when you look like at a random gathering, that's what you'll find. So if I was more of a fashion model doing the runway, then you even have an age limit, like time's catching up, size and all that. But in the commercial field, it's timeless. So that's one thing that I love. Even influencing, timeless. You find that most successful influencers that I feel I'm looking up to right now, won't name names, but are in their 30s. So that's also really motivating, because I am not going to say my age, but I'm a young girl.
Yeah.
I'm a young girl in my 20s. So you have time.
And I feel like that is another big advantage that you have, is that you started, you chased your goals very, very early.
Yeah, I started when I was 18.
Yeah, Jean started when she was so young.
Yeah.
And you guys do not know, maybe our parents do not tell us that right now, but you do not know the importance of being ahead of your time. I'm seeing it right now with like my nephews who are going to school, my aunts like taking them to school earlier on.
Yeah.
And it's really important, guys. So Jean has that added advantage, I feel, because by the time you're even getting to 28, I feel like you'll be so accomplished.
Thank you.
Because you already have like a major foot in this industry. And as you said, it's timeless, so it keeps growing. So it's like you're enriching your roots every opportunity that you get. Yeah, so that's a good thing. And I feel like we are learning a lot from you today. Could you tell us what is your strength as a professional? Because different people have different strengths. You as a professional, what's your strength? Why do people keep calling you back for jobs?
One, I have a couple, I feel like, not to be big-headed, but I feel like one thing is that I will always deliver. No one can ever tell you that Jean didn't deliver. I can do many things. I can be a bit tough-headed sometimes, but I will always deliver. That is one. Two, I am so persistent. Like, I persevere. I'm going to come for the audition the whole day. I don't care, like I'm going to audition. If I'm here to audition, I'm going to audition. If I need to come back the next day, I will be back the next day. I will be first in line. I am a complete hard worker, and now in terms of influencing, I'm super creative.
Yes, you are. Guys, this is Jean Ojiro, and she is an amazing model who we've had the pleasure of talking to today and knowing a lot about her. And again, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
I would just like, by the way, before we go and before like all of this is done, I would like for people to know more about you, where they could find you.
Okay.
If people are aspiring to be like you, where they could reach you, your social medias, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The interview was so fun, so thank you for having me, Val.
Welcome.
You're an excellent host.
Thank you.
So if you'd like to follow me, you can find me on my social media platforms. Instagram is at Jean_Ojiro. YouTube is Jean Ojiro, one word. TikTok is, no, Jean Ojiro with a space. TikTok is Jean Ojiro, one word. I don't really use my Snapchat and Facebook. And Jean is JeanOjiro.
Thank you so much, Jean. So guys, you've heard where you can find her. You've heard where her social media is, where you can catch her. And it's been a pleasure. It's been good having you in studio. I've had so much fun. And you know, I can't really wait to meet up with you again. It's always a good time having you here. And the Art Club show, which is the best club in East Africa, is really happy to have you. And we will be back. Catch us on our social medias, guys, at GBS TV. And you can also text us on our line. That is 21144. Our social medias again, guys, at GBS TV Africa. Thank you so much, Jean, for being here with us today. I have been your host, Val Wanyoike.
Yeah.